everyone, welcome back to Game and Toes P, and today I had to do a video on why I think it has to be one of the next greatest maps for Farming Simulator. This is Big Flat, Texas by TK Farms, who is a rising name in the community. He is a new American mapper. He's making more simple style maps. Back in the day, these are incredibly well done maps. He made American Farmlands, which is like a do-yourself map where you build your own farm, make your own field, stuff like that. And he also did a Silo Factory pack, which is also very good. But today we are covering his first complete map, and this is Big Flat, Texas. So yeah, let's go through the description real quick. Welcome to Big Flat, Texas. This is a fictional map based off the locations around Greenville, Texas. So for reference, this is northeast of Dallas. So we're in eastern Texas with this map. Map details. So you have two main farms. You have your main farm right here, and then you also do have a cattle farm. The cattle farm needs to be purchased before you can do anything like open buildings, use cow pastures, stuff like that. Um, all farm buildings can be sold, so this map is 100% customizable. So if you don't want these buildings, you can go in, download your own mods, and build your own farms, which I do love. 16 fields, 23 farmland. So these fields are obviously very large fields, but that's what you would expect for this area of Texas. And then you do have a couple of these little farmland areas, like houses, dealership and animal dealer can be bought, and both farms. Even though one farm, the cow farm, the cow ranch is including field 6. Um, sorry, my tablet shut up here. Okay. You have train, 5 sell points, which, let's go over those 5 sell points real quick. Most of them are down here, so you have your grain sell points. Right there. There are different gates. See, rent your train there. Then you have those sell points there. You have your bale sell point, and then you have a good sell point. Custom grain mill and bakery, as we just saw, it is down here, making your custom productions. We'll take a look at that as well. Working AI route, so everything on this map is done so that it's worker friendly, so that's very nice. 100 wooden collectibles on the map, spread out, pretty standard. And precision farming running, so this has a custom soil map to be more accurate for Texas. So if you run precision farming, this is all done, ready for that. Custom map features, so custom animal food for sheep, cows, and chickens. And this is allowing a grain-based feeding system, which is very common in animal all over the world. Soybeans are in rows. We don't have a soybean field on this map, but if you're familiar with Taylor Farms maps, that's what it is. It's road crop soybeans to be accurate. There's custom grass, so grass fields over here. There is better textures on it, as well as crop destruction. Crop destruction is all ready for this map. So if you run over grass, it's going to destroy that grass. Realistic wheat and barley. So for people who play on PC who are more familiar with Midwest Horizons, those wheat textures, that's what it is. It grows in rows and just has a better look to it. Oat can be mowed in the last stage, and that is for grass, but you can't hire a worker for this, but that is realistic. So we do have a couple of these oat fields. So basically you would just mow this and you can get oat hay out of it. Planters can plant sorghum and canola. I'll show that in a second. All base game and mod planters are ready for that. Added the ability to destroy harvested ground stalks when driven over. So basically, corn, when you're driving over it, the stalks are damaged, which is, again, realistic. Increased storage capacities of train wagons. So for the train cars on the train, it just has better capacity, so you can haul more grain, which you're going to need on this map. Custom license plates to add the player in the AI traffic, so we'll go over those in a second. Additional paintable textures, additional paintable folders, paintable fields, we'll go over all that. More placeable trees and landscape mode, custom crop prices, custom crop calendar, and custom soil map. Happy farming. So we'll go over all that once we do the tour. So let's get started. Let's start off with your main farm. So your main farm is located up here, so that's farmland 2, and you get field 10, which is farmland 3. So we start off here, we got our nice farm, and now there's custom buildings, we'll go over that in a second. Got a truck here, that's the Texas license plate. The only thing I will suggest is you can color these plates, so put black numbers and letters on it because that is what is commonplace in Texas. But overall, the license plate is an accurate Texas license plate. You know, you have a nice large driveway area, and then we have our main farm over here. So it does use base game buildings, which, as you guys know, I am heavily against base game buildings because I personally think they look ugly. But for the looks, you know, first time, I'm not going to attack them, especially since we get rid of this and build a more accurate Texas farm. Just take a look. So we have the pace setter. We have, this is a 16-row split planter, which is accurate for southern farming. Mocktail. They have two of these large sheds. In here we have the Mac, old Mac, a 6R, 6030. We have a 7R, 350 workshop here. In the corner here we have a T560i, which aren't in America, but you know, it has tracks. You could easily sell that just for a S700. Or if you're like me, you wouldn't use this equipment, you would sell it and get more accurate equipment. We have this shed in here. I don't think anything's in here. No, there is a sprayer and a skid steer. That's good. Then we have a 7810 with a fertilizer spreader, some raised tanks and a liquid tank, 2 grain bins, and we do have augers right there. This farm is all set up for doing grain by auger, and we have a fuel tank. So yeah, that is your starting equipment. You can see here. Oh yeah, and then we do have a bean header. Where was that bean header at? In this building? Maybe parked outside, which... Oh, find there. Hold on. Let's go find this bean header real quick so you guys know where it's parked at. I think it would probably be parking sitting outside. Yeah, there's a trailer also here. Trailer, there's a bean head. 25-foot bean head. Anyway, back to looking. You know, planter's disc, sprayer, all that. You do have weights. I think that weight, I want to see what the Launch Tech weights for, because I believe that, yeah, Launch Tech weights for that. And then we have both of your conveyors and the augers for doing grain. Alright, so that's the main farm. Pretty simple. Very good starter farm if you're not looking to delete it, but, you know, everything's easily customizable. So yeah, let's, see, there's 2 custom vehicles, which you do get. These are also on his American Life Farming map. So you do have the base game RA142 feeder wagon, but it is in gray, which is a color option that Kuhn offers for the Kuhn Knight. And then the manure spreader is base game gray, but then he also offers it in red, which is also, again, accurate. That's a nice addition. And just to show you guys real quick, we can take a look real quick. Let's go to the store real quick and take a look at the planters. You know, they all have sorghum canola set up for them. But this Kverlin, it only has canola set up on it. Everything else has sorghum. And I also just put in the 1720 16-row 30-inch 2012 by J2G modding real quick. Not do a mod tour on that. I'll do basically how to do realistic con harvests and using realistic con equipment in the future. But as you can see, this is a modded planter, and it still has sorghum and canola. So no matter if you're using modded or base game planter, you are going to have that Texas map feature, where it is sorghum and canola be able to plant. Alright, so enough of that, we'll talk. Before we do the map tour, let's go over the custom stuff that we get. So we do get custom buildings, I do know of. Everything's custom. I don't know what's the difference between these and the base game, but, you know, it's all here. Silos, nothing silos, nothing extensions, nothing. Oh, we do get these containers. Nothing there. There is a custom house, which just has better plastered white on it. Productions, this is the major part, because in factories, he does have a pack of this, But we have these grass drying silos, fermenting silos, TMR, and a TMR silo. So those are custom productions. I don't think anything else. We'll go over that in a second. Animals, we do get custom animals. So you do have this pen, a buildable feedlot pen. We'll go over that in a second. Nothing horses, nothing pigs, nothing chickens, sheep, anything. Decorations. So in fences, we do get, when we look at feedlots, you'll see it. We do get that feedlot looking fence. Nothing other decoration. And when he was talking about paintable textures, we have paintable field, and that is cultivated. Then we do have plowed. You know, all that should look familiar. Dirt, asphalt, dirt again, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel. So you have your base game gravel, gravel dirt, gravel dust, gravel grass, gravel mulch, patchy grass, pathway gravel, and riverbed. Trees, you know, have all your base game trees, and then you do have a spruce, a maple, cypress, olive trees, and poplars. And then grass textures where it's at. So you have all your base game textures. And then you have bush, small, bush, medium, bush, big, bush, super big, blueberry bush, short, blueberry bush, big, weed, small, Aurora, Calpin, Corpium, Cicrum, Castoriasaura, Rexum, and then you have meadow shortgrass, meadow medium growth, and then dry grass. So that's all your textures. This is again, this is pretty much what you have on Taylor Farms maps, and then putting those textures. Okay, so after that whole entire look at, let's do the flyover tour. So, main farm, let's go down this road. So you do have a gravel road, 16 fields. So on this map, while we're taking a look at it, you're really going to do cotton, soybean. If you really want to be accurate, cotton, soybeans, hay, wheat, sorghum, which is millet, and then that's all I can think off the top of my head, but you're really only doing those crops on this map, especially cotton. This is a good map for cotton. All the roads are accurately named with a Texas road, so let's go down this main road real quick. There's a single, I think there's 2 main roads on the map. So you have this road that goes north and south. You only have 1 main road that goes north and south. Everything else is on a gravel road. And that's the only road that's going to have traffic on this map. So you have the railway here. All the cell points are here. What I do like is they all have a Texas flag on it, because as we all know, Texas is more patriotic than America itself. There's your gas station for anyone who's curious. Custom bakery and products like that over here. Here's the main co-op. This is where you're selling grains, all that good stuff. BF Grains Co-op. So yeah, that's what it is. We can take a look at those oats real quick. Take a look at the wheat textures real quick. Because the wheat and barley textures have just an overall better look. But I will say this real quick, I do like that there's not a town, but it still starts with properly. But yeah, you see those wheat textures, they just look way better in the base game. There's a ditch right there. You know, all your signage and stuff like that. The map does have life in it, that's one thing I will say. It is designed to look like that. Yeah, there is a map border, but it does look like it goes off forever, which is another thing I do like. Gives it, like, it feels like you're somewhere and you're just not isolated off in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's actually a feel to it. Again, Texas is part of Texas, it's sparsely populated. So, heading up this road, that's where we just came from. So right here, so we have the feedlot here. So the feedlot is all set up. Each one of these pens will hold 100 cows. You have a total of 800 cows here. You know, stuff like that. You have your farm here with those silos set up. So yeah, it's a feedlot. A lot of people may get this wrong, but this is what a feedlot is. You're raising pretty much only Angus there. They do take straw, and they You can't set up. It's not like a barn, so you can't set up slurry manure with it. So that's why I would also again recommend selling these and replacing it with Schultz Modding's Depot pack, which I do have a video on covering. But yeah, up that road, something pretty much up there. We'll just go across here. You have large fields. There's not a lot to go over. It's a lot of just field and farm, but that is just, it gives it a nice feel. You can definitely plow all this up and make larger fields. So people are like, well, this part of map Texas shouldn't have square fields, which they're actually wrong with that. There are a couple of circle fields, but it's very much square looking fields. So at this road, you're going to go up to the dealership and animal area, and that's going to be the last part of this tour. Um, it's a simple map, but it's a very well done map. This map was not hastily thrown together. It's honestly a good map. Really do like how you do have Texas Farm Road 1596. 1569. Sorry, I read that too fast. Then you have your Lone Star Livestock of the big flats. And then, this is all done to be your cattle store. Because again, on this map, you're either doing cotton farms or you're raising cattle. That is pretty much as far as Texas is. And then you do have the real life Lone Star Tractors. Now, Lone Star Tractors is a chain of dealerships in Texas, and they do have a couple locations, Arkansas, Louisiana, and southern Oklahoma. But there are just John Deere Case dealerships, mostly used equipment. So you have this lot, it's all done. It's a very nice looking dealership. So yeah, that's it. All I have for the tour today. Overall, it is a nice map. I highly recommend downloading this, especially if you want to do cotton and cattle ranching, large, big scale farming. It's At the end of the day, it's a nice, well done map. You have such sneaks relight. So yeah, I'll release this video. I'm also going to do a video on how to do real. I'll eventually do a video of how to do real life cotton farming. So how to make farming simulator seem more realistic with cotton farming. We're going to go over what type of technology to use. So yeah, I hope that map tour was very informative for you guys. And this is Max heading out. Peace.